what I felt in that moment was he needed this. Because like I was saying earlier, when passion needs to be challenged to be cemented, it needs to, you need to bolster it through these challenges. And I've gone through something similar. I wanted to give up too, but I was just like, oh fuck, I've been dreaming for this for like 10 years, when I was 20, right?
Oh well.
Say it again.
I took Spanish, not German, because Germans are.
Jesus, it doesn't have that magic that you. Yikes, dude! You.
What's the theme today?
Okay, the theme
For
today.
A big comeback.
The big comeback topic is. Ready? Catching up.
That's it?
Yeah.
You know, I've started watching Better Call Saul.
Oh, I heard it's a good.
And one guy inside is like allergic to electromagnetics.
What does that mean?
I don't know. He's
Oh,
like hypersensitive. Yeah. He's like hypersensitive to certain like
frequencies.
Yeah. And so now I don't know why I'm like super aware, as if I need to be careful.
Oh, you're gonna turn into those like.
No.
If you have your cell phone at your face at all times, you're gonna get radioactive poisoning.
No, but my mom has always been like that. She's always been like, when you go to sleep, put your phone on airplane mode. She's like, blah, blah, blah. So I'm very freaked out about this, but I never put it on airplane. But I'm just like very aware.
Yeah, I'm sure it does something. I mean, look at the youth of today.
But it does though, because a little story time. My cousin
died.
Anyway, no. From the Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
No, they were doing like Wi-Fi renovation, whatever. They were like installing something on the rooftop of their building.
Okay.
And they had to like exit the building for a little while, or like install. Wait, I'm trying to like tell the story exactly how it happened, but just like or
let
they
it
had like
flow.
no,
Don't think about it.
They had installed like aluminium thingies all around it, so that it wouldn't affect the people living in there because it's actually dangerous.
Yeah.
And I was like, so the Wi-Fi can kill you for real?
Wait, did they explain like what dangerous means?
No.
Because here's the thing. No, she doesn't watch it. So, Brie, the moment you mention dangerous, she goes.
She doesn't watch it?
No. No, she's too busy watching Smosh and shit. Like the new Smosh.
Oh, I want to invite her.
To this?
For one of... Actually, no. No. Unrelated.
Okay, go.
It comes after with my other catching up thing that we talked about the other day.
Okay, I have no idea what you're talking about, but I guess I'm gonna find out very soon. No, yeah, I think a big, like it. Well, okay, maybe I'm saying this because I've been struggling with it for the last fucking 4 months, but danger isn't binary. She doesn't think of the percentages or the likelihood. If there's a possibility that something might be dangerous, like very dangerous, she will put the walls to. She will build a bunker. If she hears that there's a possible nuclear fallout to come in the next, well, in Trump's term, she's gonna build a bunker. You know, so
that's really funny.
So,
I mean, it's funny that you say that. I don't know why. I find it funny.
Like it's funny when you don't have to deal with it on a daily basis. I'm so sick. She doesn't. She's afraid of the fan now in the bathrooms.
Oh no!
Why? Because they're old and they're a bit like on the looser end, and she fears that there's gonna be a spark to catch a fire.
What?
Yeah. When I'm done my shower, I leave the fan on, so we can air out properly. The moment I'm out, I go into my room and I hear her just walk behind me, close the. I'm just like, you want to give it some time? She's like, well, you can just leave the door open. I'm just like, you can just chill the fuck out.
Okay, so I'm sorry. How she never freaked out about that?
Now she's aware. that there's a potential. You know?
No, the light in their bathroom. The light in their bathroom, if you go under it, you're instantly hot.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna catch on fire. It's gonna catch on fire. I don't understand how it's still not on fire. Why is she not aware about that? Like, why did she... Like, that's the first thing
Well, there's different types.
I never turn it on because I'm too scared.
You're talking about the big one right next to the shower, or
the one that's, like, right in front of the door.
Okay, yeah. So, not the one... Not the bulbs.
No.
We don't turn that one on ever, I don't think.
Okay.
Yeah, like the do you remember which switches? Because there's, like...
No,
there's
I don't.
bulbs, there's the fan, and then there's...
it's
the
the one...
light.
Like, the door is here, and it's literally...
Yeah, it's very hot. The way I see it is that it's just a different type of light bulb. Like, there's different
But it's
things.
so weird. Like, it immediately, it's, like, hot.
Yeah.
And it's so concerning.
No. Well, we never use it. We just used...
Well, what if somebody takes a shower and then leaves it on for the whole time?
Don't bring that up to Brie.
Maybe you should. Just in case.
No,
so
because she's gonna freak the fuck out.
Well, so and then she'll change the light bulb.
No, she won't. She's gonna get our landlord to change everything.
Or
you know,
you could do it.
Yes, I can. But she goes behind my back.
What?
She goes behind my back and she tells the landlord, and then boom, we have a new oven. Boom, we have a new washer. Boom, we have, and I'm just like, no, like no shit that our rent is going up by fucking 20% every year. It's because they keep getting new shit and getting the husband to fix things that I could fix. The outlets.
Really?
I can fix the outlets. It's like, oh, if you fuck it up, you could be liable on it. Well, it's better than paying 20%. I know how to do this shit. I do it for work sometimes when I'm not supposed to. But, nevertheless. It's definitely a test of my tolerance.
Is it actually 20%? Or is this a joke?
So, it's been 5 years. We started at 1,700, went up to 1,800, went up to 2,000 for 2 years, and now it's going up to 2,250. Yeah. And the thing is yes, it's a suggestion, like the suggested percentage of going up. It's just a suggestion, and you can debate it. But the thing is there's not much we have on our side. Like, we can't say, like, oh, this is ridiculous, you're bringing it up by too much. She can easily just say, well, you know, while you were here, we had to change all of these things. I'm just like, even though that's dirty and bullshittery, you know?
It's also it's a one-time thing, though.
Yeah, but it still supports the reasoning to bring up the rent as well.
Oh, that's unfair. Because, like, from 20 to 22.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah.
That's extreme.
Yeah. Mind you, I think that's... I
That's
said 20%.
more than, like...
No, that's like 11% or something.
Okay, but is it... Today. This year, it's, like, 6 and something. Isn't there, like a ceiling? Like, a maximum?
No. That's a suggestion. It's like...
But there's a maximum. You can't...
No, there isn't.
What?
No. Yeah.
There's no way.
I did the research. It's a suggestion. You can say no, and you can bargain it. But the thing is our arguments don't hold
They're
anything.
not strong enough, yeah.
Yeah. And the thing is like, Brie also got into some fights, like, indirectly, mainly because of the language barrier stuff. But
the language barrier, where's your language from?
Chinese.
Okay.
But the thing is like, just a lot of things don't translate properly, and it just creates...
Can you?
我不知道. That's racist, dude.
I know, that's the point. But, okay, That's unfair, though, because, like, first of all, they're one-time changes, and they're, like, for safety. Like, you're gonna have to bring all these modifications anyway when you have an apartment, because... You know, things go...
But there was also, there was a couple of times where her husband, our landlord's husband, had to, like, came over to fix things that either could have been fixed easy peasy, and they live far away. I think it's like an hour's drive.
Oh man.
And it's like small things like
And you don't have to worry about it.
she doesn't talk to me about it. I don't have any issues with the apartment.
No, but have you ever told like?
Oh
tell her
yeah, okay,
you need
yeah,
to
like
stop?
having these conversations. Yes, I've especially in these last few months, it always ends horridly. I usually I'm a full supporter of talking about our problems and especially with the whole like, living with your ex situation. Those conversations were fine. I'm realizing now it was fine because I was the one that was hurt and I had to like deal with those feelings. She didn't. Now that she's kind of like the one that's on the more insecure side and she has to deal with that, nothing passes through.
So like it's always fine when you have to compromise, but not her.
Yeah,
Okay.
and that was a big thing too. That I also tried to talk to her about it. Completely missed the point. She thought I was trying to debate. That's the thing with they both think, and I think I give off this idea that if you want to debate or like have a conversation with me, you have to come with the facts. You've got to do all your research and stuff like that. All I need is for you to be like, hey, I don't feel comfortable. I'm dealing with this stress. Could we just do things just a bit different, and hopefully I'll try to get better. Of course, you don't have to tell me all these stats of like the number one reason for house fires are because of dryer sparks. It's like, first of all, no. Second of all, it's such a minute, like if you do targeted research of like, if you do research just about like dryer fires, you're gonna have like a WebMD type of glossary of horrible things. If you just do general like house fire stuff, you see so many like dryer stuff, all these things that she's scared of, so minute.
Yeah.
They're so minute. They're not likely to happen at all. Not to say that it's impossible, but the gravity of her stress that is bled onto the people around her, as a side note, but the gravity of her stress does not match the likelihood of these things happening. That all of that was a side note. All I'm saying was I feel, and I'm a big compromise guy. I think tolerance and compromise are very important, and I try my hardest to live by those principles. But it does get a bit tiring when I feel like there's no reciprocity, like at all.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
and maybe I'm biased because I'm like frustrated with the whole situation. And in the last 5 years, I've been just thinking, well, I've just been adapting. I've the few times that I've asked for certain things, it's been completely rejected, and I've been completely chill about it. Like, I would love to maintain the common areas so much differently. I would like to have the bar area. Those are small things. That I have those moments whenever they're gone for a weekend. When they're gone for a weekend, I get to reorganize the entire like common areas, Or when I'm cleaning like the cupboards, I get to reorganize the cupboards.
And then you deorganize them. You organize and then put it back to where it was before.
No. They'll come at me and be like, "Oh, why did you change it for?" And I'll do my. Oh well, for example, like, this was a little while back, but I had changed the cups. Like the cups were, so on the counter side towards the living room.
Yeah.
There's like these cupboards, and we had like on the top left a bunch of cups, like, difficult to reach. We had a bunch of bowls right under that. We had. In the middle one, on the bottom one, we had plates and like the mixing bowls and a bunch of miscellaneous things up top with shot glasses. And I didn't know what to do with for this, right? It's just a bunch of different mugs or like bottles.
Okay.
And like shakers and stuff like that are barely used. But I had placed like everything that food goes on, like plates and bowls, everything was organized now all to the left. So, and it makes sense because, like, let's say you're serving things right below it, because you're not going to serve things above the sink, right? So you go, you grab stuff, put your rice, because our rice cooker is usually right next to the coffee machine, and all the glasses, all above the sink.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of makes sense.
So you went, you did.
Yeah,
Okay.
amongst other things. And I also, like on the other side, I did a few things too, but that was one of the bigger ones.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But because it was different than something that they weren't used to, it was very much like, we're against it.
Right.
And it's just like, well, it was mostly Brie. So it's just like, okay, well, let's see, we're gonna let it go, see if we can, like, I was just like, thank God. Thank God I don't have to fight both of you again.
But Brie was like not having it.
Yeah.
Can I say it?
Depends. I'll say it, I don't care.
She's so autistic. She's so deeply autistic.
Probably. I think they both are.
Maybe not autistic, but neurospicy. Neurospice one. Kitty. Bam.
Jesus. Bim. I don't know.
All the ingredients are there.
Because I think I've said this before, but it's I think it's a fine line in between diagnosed autism and just being poorly raised. I didn't say it like that, but I said it like that this time.
I see. But the anxiety, the rigidity, the anxiety mostly. Maybe she's
But
like
these things can be born off of a terrible household or several terrible households.
yeah, but why is it that she's like that and not the sister then?
Well, it could have been
The sister. I'm sorry.
Well, yeah, they're sisters, but like,
No, but it's on it.
but there's also a different dynamic, too. Brie also was the bigger sister, kind of, and I know they're minutes apart, but she always played the role of the bigger sister. And when you play the role of a protector,
To me, it's the opposite.
no,
Because Brie is so like a lot more calm and like discreet, and Soph always seems like taking control a little bit more.
oh, she doesn't take control. She needs to be guided, 100%.
So
She's maybe more.
I never hang out with him. Like I've never.
Yeah, fair enough. I live with them, so it's
Yeah,
very
yeah,
clear. And I've
yeah.
known them for so long, so it's very clear to me. And
That's
I've seen them grow
funny.
in different ways too.
Mm-hmm.
But Soph is very much a follower, and Brie is a wannabe leader. Yeah.
Okay.
Which was bolstered by Soph relying on her for so long. So it like when you play, and that's just one of many different factors that go into this. And when, at least for me, when I start thinking of like, when I learn something new about like your child, I'm just like checks out. And I think the biggest thing too is whenever their mom comes to visit, she treats them like children, like, and they act like spoiled kids sometimes. It's like sometimes, especially on the phone, like they'll talk to their mom in a certain way. I'm like, I would never. Because I don't want to get beat the fuck up, you know? Like, I would never. So
okay.
that's where
So funny.
I kind of ponder like
Yeah.
they could be full on autistic. Fine. There's also a possibility that they're just really poorly
No,
raised
but I don't
too.
think they're actually autistic. I just think like there's something.
Yeah, there's something.
I don't think they're autistic.
Um.
Because it's when I talk to them, I like there's something. I'm like,
Yeah.
I've seen people like you
Your
before.
spidey sense.
My
Little spidey sense.
spidey sense.
Yeah. I mean, it is a spectrum after all.
But also, like then again, I don't know them that much.
Yeah.
But okay.
But
So, when is it gonna get to the point where it's too much for you? Because you only talk to me about the negative, so I don't know how actually okay you are with all
I'm
of this.
still an agent of tolerance.
Okay.
Again, except for milk. But these frustrations endure, but so do I. Some poetic bullshit right there.
Wow.
What I'm stupid Shakespearean bullshit I just came up with. But I'm saying is like, the more I sit with it, the more
I think I'm playing a lot with my rings, and I'm sorry, because it's making sense. It's making noise.
Chastised.
Sorry.
Banished.
I'll stop.
The more I'm like exposed to it, the more I start, hopefully, I think so, but I could be wrong, learning to accept it and be like, because it's still going to be something that frustrates me. It's still going to be an injustice in my head, but there's more to our dynamic, there, like, I could have an interaction and I'm just like, here we go again. I have to make a compromise. But then after my frustrations, after I calm down a bit, I start thinking like, I mean, that is who I want to be, and life is not going to file into order with how I want things to be. Ideally, I find a way to also stay true to my beliefs, but I think about it too. I'm just like, I don't necessarily feel the need to impose my preferences onto other people, at least for these cases. Because if I think about it at the end of the day, and maybe I'm rationalizing it to avoid more conflict. I'm not too sure whether I'm doing this out of fear or I'm doing this out of acceptance. Maybe that will be more clear to me as it goes on, but for now I feel fine. So to answer your question, assuming that I had finished my thought, my brain train, I'm trying to think of a hypothetical of what would it actually take for it to be too much. Like, what I immediately comes to mind is going to be rapid fire. Like, this. And I'm just like, I have trouble catching up. Because there was a time where I just didn't feel comfortable being in my house. Because I had to, like, do all of these changes for, in my head, were dumbass reasons.
My head feels really heavy.
It's because you have a big head.
Full of knowledge.
Yeah, more like full of hair.
No, I look crazy.
Crazy or lazy?
Crazy.
Yeah, that's just how you are.
Okay, good.
Nice. So it would be rapid fire probably, but no, I feel like I've hit certain extremes, been able to deal with it. I've got other things to deal with, like I've got a new job that I'm adapting to. I've got all these projects that I still want to do. And like, luckily I have and can still enclose myself in my room. It doesn't feel like a prison in a way. You know, it's like, I made this room to be like, usually the couch is like right here, and I made this room to be very comfortable, very like cozy. I have different areas, like
your whole, like everything in one room.
Yeah, I got food.
You do?
Yeah, I got food.
You need to show, like, you need to insert a picture of a bag of pretzels
for all the audio listeners and also video listeners.
Here is, I'll take the picture and then.
There's a big ass bag of pretzels on my desk.
A plastic bag.
2 plastic bags, actually.
Like a green plastic bag, the supermarket plastic bag.
That's insensitive.
Can I be like this, and then it'll look like I am in therapy and you're the therapist? Because it really looks like that right now. I just realized.
And how does that make you feel?
Like my childhood dream come true.
Oh yeah. Wouldn't that just be a normal dream?
I'm gonna go.
Don't lie.
I quit the podcast, and you'll just be.
Oh, true. Hey, you have a lot of sharehold on this.
Hold on.
Hold.
Desjardins sign, wasn't it green before?
I think it lights up.
It's always
At
been.
night.
It's always been
The white turns green at night.
the sign, eh? That says
Yeah.
Desjardins.
Yeah.
Okay.
For all the audio listeners out there, I'm not gonna explain it. So, um,
They'll know where you are.
yo, why you gotta dox me like that? It could be any Desjardins.
It could be
building.
any Desjardins.
It could be the one in Montreal. It could be the.
But no, it's
The
the
other
one in Place
one-
des Arts.
Oh yeah, you're right. My bad. Also, my address is. No, I'm kidding.
I think we've made this joke like
yeah,
4
but-
times
yeah.
already.
Listen,
Never gets old.
it's called beating a dead horse. No, I don't know when it's gonna be too much. I don't anticipate it. I feel comfortable here.
Okay.
Like I'm starting to adapt to the new environment, and it like not it doesn't feel like that negative, you know. Because
Yeah.
when we think of adapting to a forced upon environment, you feel like, oh, this oppression, you know. You know, I can still consider it kind of oppressive, but again, I still have my freedoms to pursue other things.
Yeah.
There are things that I find more important than proving my point and fixing someone's insecurities and anxieties, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Because at the end of the day, I can take it, and if I can't, I would like to work to take it. So I don't know. It just works for me.
Okay. Good then.
Who I want to become.
Not great for your wallet, but listen.
Oh, dude, we slashed that hydro bill this week, these last 2 months. So the last one was 320 over 2 months. This one was 120.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
It was the heating. It was 100% the
Very
heating.
simple. Yeah.
Also, I checked throughout Montreal. It was just the La Moyenne was just higher.
Okay. It was not even that
More-
hot. That cold.
Oddly enough, the entire city was up, and I think it was more
That's
Hydro
so
Quebec because
Mm.
last year it wasn't that bad either. It was bad, but it wasn't I
And
think
yeah, it was
it was an extra like $50 for
colder.
everyone,
okay. Wow.
and last year was colder. I think.
Okay, that's why. Because I was paying the electricity bill, but only my roommate is living in my house, and I was like, Fabien, you need to calm down.
Oh, was it really high?
Yeah, it was like 150, I think, for 2 months.
Yeah.
By himself. Like, what are you
Jesus.
doing? And I'm the one who
That-
pays.
Was this one?
I think so.
That's a lot
Wait.
for one person. Like,
yeah.
I received mine like 2 days ago or yesterday or something.
Oh no, $100. Excuse me. $100 for 2 months, right? February. Yeah, for
Yeah.
2 months.
I think that's just a standard electricity.
Which isn't too bad, I guess.
I think
But
because
it's just like
the
one
base,
person.
but the base is like $70 or something like that.
Okay. No.
I think I could be wrong on that.
Also to consider that he's alone in a big apartment that he has to like warm up, I guess. Which takes longer. I don't know.
I don't know. My
I don't-
biggest thing with warming up is just layer up. That's like
Yeah, me too.
AC. I can understand. Actually, in this case, when they put the AC to sleep, for some reason they need 4 blankets. I'm just like, chillax, dog.
This has become a roast on roommates.
Yeah,
It's it. That's what it is.
but that's what you sign up for.
Yeah.
Honestly, like I knew what I was getting into to a certain extent. I knew
Not
like-
me.
a few things that I learned as I went, but like I had known them like 4 years prior. I met them 2019, 2018, 2017, 2017.
Okay.
Oh, it's been 10 years. Holy shit.
Wow.
Holy moly. Gravioli.
Damn.
So, but, like, I knew, like, I'm not that, like, socially dumb. Like, I could, and they make it pretty obvious who they are, you know? And a lot of people did raise an eyebrow when I mentioned that I was moving in with both of them. I was like, yeah. They're just like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah, I know what I'm getting into. Don't worry about it.
And here you are.
Here I am complaining about it. Okay.
No.
Nah, I'm good.
No, I mean, like, here you are, and you proved everyone wrong.
Yeah, but maybe I'm
I
just
Maybe you were too nice, and you should have never done that.
yeah, maybe I'm also delusional.
I mean, I don't know. I don't think so.
Who knows? I don't care. As long as I can make some video games.
I got really lucky.
Yeah, with Fabian.
I got really lucky.
I mean, you had a few undies
What?
on your way there.
It's funny because several times Fabian has texted me where he's like, Yanel, your undies are in the bathroom. And he's like actually not going to pee for like several hours before I get back to the house and like remove my undies from the bathroom. Otherwise he's too scared. It happened several times. It's so funny. And I'm like, Fabian, just like push it somewhere. He's like, no.
Where were they?
I guess like in the middle of the bathroom.
Okay,
Sometimes I go to the shower and then like I know, I don't know, but it's so funny that you mentioned that. And I think those things brought us closer. You know, really get into each other's life and personal, intimate situations.
Yeah, my version of that is whenever I'm doing laundry, Brie likes to waltz into my room and grab my underwear and play with it, and I'm just like, what?
What?
Put it down right now. She's like, hee, underwear. And I'm just like, see, there's a injustice here. If I were to do that with your stuff, I would come off as a super creep.
Because now it does give little kid who's never handled anything.
Yes. Yeah. Well, she never handled someone's boxers, I guess.
It's too funny.
Nevertheless. That's crazy though. Does he still do that?
I've never accidentally left my underwears anymore, so.
Okay.
Because now I'm being really careful with that. Seeing as how
traumatizing.
Yeah.
How he's been like traumatized.
How traumatized he gets, so now I'm like trying to be really careful.
Yeah. That makes sense.
That's so funny. But no, I got lucky. I got lucky because the first time we came here to give everyone a little story time, I was like looking for an apartment. I go on the Facebook group and I see that like a very nice apartment is for rent, but they only take like already formed groups of 5 people. And so the first like 5 people that come together in the comments like will be the ones. And so like I stalk everyone. I see Fabian. I'm like, okay, let's stalk this guy. And I see he's from Indonesia and France, just like me. And I'm like, oh my god, this is who I'm gonna live with. And 3 years later, we're still living together, but like just the 2 of us, because we're still besties. And it's so funny, because I don't think I've ever clicked with somebody like we clicked. Like, we actually have a brother-sister relationship. Like, we can get mad at each other and it's fine. And we're friends, but not constantly, like, we won't, you know?
You just,
we're chill.
You just need better friends, dude.
No! No. I've never had a relationship with a guy like this. This is how I should precise it.
Right.
But yeah, there's always, like, with guys, friendship with guys are always harder. Because I feel like expectations are not always the same. Or, like, the level of commitment's not always the same. I don't know. You know what I mean? But with Fabian, it's like, we both know exactly what we are to each other. And, like, how much time we need to spend with each other. How much we want to spend with each other. I don't know. Do you know what I mean? It's very...
You're being very abstract.
I know, because I don't know how to explain it.
But like
better than this. And, like, in a more...
What are the expectations that are being missed? And, like, what is the difference in between, like, Fabien and your average dude? In terms of...
Average dude. I don't know, sometimes with guys, they'll more want to... Well, sometimes... what can I say? Like, they'll They won't hit you up to hang out all the time. They'll want to hang out with their girlfriend more. They're not really like outside people. They're
maybe you're just not fun.
no, maybe they're not fun. That's my thing.
Because for me, oh shit, that went super red. For me, when I'm out with the boys, but
in between boys.
Oh yeah.
But girls and guys, it's different.
Actually, no.
Do you know what I mean?
My old Starbucks crew was pretty mix and match. And we were all like, let's hang out.
Yeah, as a group, it's easier. But one guy and one girl, I find it's harder to be on the same level of what do we want to do together. Like how much do we want to hang out together? But I don't know how to. Even with girls, like it's. With Fabian, it's really like brother and sister, I'm telling you. Because sometimes we just don't want to see each other. Like, we're, whatever. We live a life. And then sometimes we're like, trying to go watch this TV show together? Okay. Or then, wait, I don't know. It's like a very easy, organic relationship. I love this word, organic.
Yeah, I understand that.
I mean?
I'm trying to figure out, like,
easy
what's the
flow.
difference in between, like, where do, like, your average guy...
I don't know.
Because I'm coming from the guy's perspective. In my mind, like, the boys, you know? Like, if I... Like, because me personally, I'm not someone that oftentimes reaches out.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I'm okay here, and if someone wants to hang out with me, they'll let me know.
Yeah.
Recently, actually, I've been a bit more, like, especially with people I haven't seen for, you know... like I don't see frequently or as frequently as others, I'll hit them up and be like, hey, you free here? Let's go hang out. Let's grab a bite. Let's catch up.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get drunk until 3 a.m. together, you know? But normally I'm not. But I feel like oftentimes people, if they're not going through like a busy spell, they often want to hang out, girl, guy, anything in between. You know, they just want to hang out.
Yeah.
So, and I guess that's where I'm just like, I'm just like, I'm confused. I don't know what you mean. And it's not like a mocking. It's not like a mocking, or I'm not trying to like refute you. Like I'm just like, I don't get it.
I want to say though that you're also kind of like that. Except Fabian and I.
Hang out.
What?
We never hang out.
You and I?
Yeah.
That's not true. Is it a joke?
Oh, no, we never hang out.
What do you mean? First of all, this is hanging out.
Okay, yeah, true.
And then what do you mean? We do a lot of things together. We've done a lot of things together.
Yeah. Okay, maybe I'm making a comparison to some other people.
So confused. Okay, fine. Yeah, we never hang out. Fine.
Okay, no. Okay, let me be clear. Let me be clear. And this might hurt your feelings even more. In comparison to a lot of other people that I hang out with, we don't hang out a lot.
No. I see. Yeah. I agree. But we do hang out.
Right.
What can I say? No, okay. The difference about Fabian is we have a lot more things in common that I wouldn't have in common with regular guys.
Mm-hmm. Are you also afraid of underwear in the middle of a bathroom?
No, I'm not. But I don't know. Listen, it's just like, it's
it's vibes. It's just vibes.
It's vibes. It's literally just vibes. Like Fabian and I, we vibe. We're like completely different, and yet somehow we're like the same person.
Oh boy, he's also a bundle of inner conflict. You're gonna bring something up that I had no idea. We said a prior conversation we had.
Yeah, cause so I asked you, how many years of studies did Bree do?
Yes.
To be a kinesiologist. Kinesiologist. This is a horrible word. I hate it because I always just say kine.
Yeah.
And then I realized
because you're a coward.
What?
Because you're a coward.
No, because
say the full word.
No, I've said that all my life, and now I'm realizing. Hold on, I don't know the whole world. The whole word.
You also don't know the whole world.
I hate this.
Two things are true.
I spent the whole week. Actually, no, that's not true. But I spent a whole week just speaking French. That's not true either. Because I was not. I have no excuse, actually. I didn't speak more French than usual.
I will proceed to lie. And then admit that I lied.
Okay,
and I'll do it again.
Wait, so what is... how is it?
Kinesiology.
Kinesiology. So for right now, I have a work visa, which links me to my current job, does not allow me to quit or have another job simultaneously. So I'm stuck in a job I hate. But also, one day I'm going to get my permanent residency, which is going to allow me to do something else. My issue now is that if I want to even stay in the branch that I'm in, but change the actual job, I still have to go through some more studies, which makes sense because anyways, I've only done like a bachelor and I haven't done my master's yet. But so I'm at a point where I'm like, okay, what do I do? Because I could do anything, really. I could do anything. If I continue my psychology studies, I have to do them in France or I do them online, but I don't know how functional that would be.
Why not?
Because it's a lot more classes than it is here. I don't know how much I can work at the same time. I don't know how the internship portion of it would go. So it's a lot of things. And it's also, if ever I have it, and then once I graduate and I have the title of psychologist, it doesn't work here. I have to go through some extra little classes and some a certain amount of hours of practice until I get the title here. So it's an extra, I don't know how worth it that is. And I don't want to go back to France necessarily. So not for now. Maybe one day, just not for now. The pros for that would be that I've done my bachelor's already. With the experience that I have now, I would get in very easily in whatever I want to, any field that I want to, and uni is free. So there's that.
Uni is free in France?
Public uni, yeah. It's €200 per year, so it's basically...
Oh, shit. That's cool.
Yeah, that's a big upside. Now, I'm not sure that I actually do want... Because a big part of the reason why I actually want to continue this is because I feel like I have to. I committed to being a psychologist. I went through the first 3 years, and it kind of feels like a fail if I never actually finish that. But I'm aware that that's a weird bias. I shouldn't do something because it makes me look like a failure if I don't. Because no one's going to judge me for it, really. You know what I mean?
No, people are going to judge
They're going to judge,
anything.
It doesn't matter.
I would even take it as far as to say, especially because it's psychology, that's just something you can take with you anywhere. As someone who finds psychology super interesting, I like to indulge into it, but I wouldn't see it as a waste because psychology is everywhere.
Yeah, that's true.
And you're interacting with people, so.
Yeah, especially since I do not want to completely leave this branch. Okay, so there's that. There's also where I'm working now. What I'm doing right now, I do really enjoy. I love the type of people that I'm working with. Because I'm working with autistic kids or disabled kids or low mobility kids. And I also work with physiotherapists and psychomotors. And since I started my job, I find their job really interesting. I find what they're doing is so... It's related to what I do, but they have this completely different point of view on the same issue, I guess.
Yeah.
And it's so interesting. I'm so lucky that I actually get to work with these people and under their supervision. So they give me some tasks to do that are not what I from my domain, because I work in a behavioral
analysis.
Yeah, but they give me more motor physical things, and I find it so interesting, and I've always been kind of drawn to these things because my mom is a very osteokine person, very how the body works, but in more depth than just like, oh, this in this little area something's wrong, like, you know what I mean?
How'd you get more in depth than that?
It's more actually, it's not in depth. It's more looking at the body as a whole. Like everything is connected. I know, so it's the opposite.
You went from
zero,
okay,
zero,
you
zero.
got she's very much look at the bark on a tree. But what I mean by that is look at the entire forest. Okay? And if you didn't understand that initially, you're an idiot. I feel like an idiot.
So
now.
it's in depth, as in like do not
see the connections.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for example, I had a kid. And this is that one thing that mind blows me. It's very tiny, but I'm still like, wow. I just had a kid. Like, he was a very, very, very tiny baby. So he was crawling. And then when he was crawling, his head would be like this and then moving like this. So he would be like... he was so adorable. He was
fucking possessed.
No, he was so funny. And then he probably has like ADHD or something. So hilarious.
Amongst other things.
And the psychomotor, she's like, oh, when he's walking, you have to keep his knees, like put your hands between his knees so that they're like contained and more like parallel to his body, and then it's gonna like force the what's it called, la colonne vertébrale,
the vertebra
like straight, which is gonna keep his head like this. I'm like, that is wild. That's completely wild. Yeah. Like, wow, that's insane that you know the body so well that you understand how everything is connected. I find it so interesting. Or even me, I had like a knee issue. Whenever like I put weight on my knee, it hurts. And the physio was like, oh, maybe you could like put an elastic on your knee and pull it like inwards so that it forces your like glutes to work more than the knee, and so it puts less pressure on it. And I'm like, wow, that's crazy. Yeah. And I find it so interesting, and I love it. I've always been so interested in that. And the upside of that is, if I were to go in like more in this area, like branches more in that domain, I would be able to work with the kinds of clients that I have now, but also like regular everyday people.
Yeah.
Or like focus for, I don't like sports or anything, which I find is kind of what I lack in my job, like more diversity, I think, because I'm very stuck to one type of population, and I would love to be able to focus on different things, and then not necessarily have someone supervising me.
Yeah.
Have better pay. And yeah. But I just don't know for now which one is better. Like, would I do kin? Would I do physio? Because I feel like physio is the one I would be able to actually work with all of these different people. But physio is like, I think 5 years of study. If kin is just 3, then...
I could be wrong also. Like, what I told you. I also told
but I
you...
looked online.
Okay.
And it's like, it only takes en bac.
Okay.
But I need, like, I have a lot of time before I actually make a decision. Like, it's gonna take 2 years before I actually get my PR. Yeah. So I have a lot of time. And then my mind could change several times. True. As it usually does. Knowing you, yeah.
Does it scare you that... How old will you be? You said in 2 years?
It is scary. It's scary because I'm not sure I'll still be, like, actually able to do that, to like go back to school and do the whole fucking thing.
Why not?
Because what if like it's harder to be motivated to study, to spend my whole entire weekend in the fucking library, like
Didn't you like studying? Weren't you like one of those students that's like, oh, I like school?
Yeah.
You think you would lose that?
I don't think so, because I'm so interested in that. I would love to study that. It's a lot more science too.
Yeah, but like last conversation we had on this, you made a point of saying, there's a lot. I'm interested in a lot of things, but I don't have the motivation to pursue. I guess the fact that it's in school is the kind of push, maybe.
Yeah, so. Definitely. Yeah. The thing is also, I would be like the oldest. I mean, not necessarily, because in every uni that I've been to, I would have classmates that were like literally 50-year-old people. So,
yeah,
like,
but
anyone and everyone goes back to school, and it's fine. But I'm in my mind, I'm like, if I go back to school in 2 years, my classmates would be born in 2009, I guess.
Yeah.
What do you mean I'm 8 years older than you?
Yeah,
terrifying.
When I went back to school here, I think I was 22, so not that old, but like, especially the way, like the way I've matured, it just did not connect with like 18-year-olds and stuff like that. I looked at them, I didn't like being freshly out of high school and being around these types of people, and it just exponentially worsened 5 years later, you know?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know, in my mind, we just have to show up to class. And then we have group projects, but that is one thing that fucking annoys me.
Yeah. I've never heard anyone be excited for a group project.
No, yeah. I mean, at some point it would, because I was like, oh, that's cool. Like, I'm not going to be alone in this. I'm going to also make friends, potentially. But now, like, I don't need to make more friends, especially if they're 8 years younger.
Yeah.
I do not want to rely on somebody else's intelligence.
Capacities.
Intelligence.
Okay.
But when I was in uni here, whenever we had a group project, we had the ability. We had the choice to do it on our own too.
Oh yeah.
So I'm like hoping. Also, if I'm doing kin, there are like practice. So like somebody's with their undies, and then somebody else is like.
I would hate that. I would hate that so much.
Do you think Brie does that?
I think she did, yeah.
Not up to. I know that for touching minor boys, I'm kidding.
As long as they're artistic. Jesus.
Not the neurotypical ones.
No. They're verbal.
Oh my god.
They can tell on you.
So bad.
Getting canceled.
But yeah, I was thinking about that in the plane because I'm listening to the podcast of a guy.
The greatest ideas start with a podcast. Especially while traveling, being bored out of your fucking mind.
It's actually even worse than that. It's all from a love story of mine.
That's so poetic. You might have seen me shake my head, but that's because I have a twitch. It meant nothing.
No, I just fell in love with somebody who's a kinesiologist.
That's it?
And I decided to copy him. No, I'm kidding. That's not true.
No, you're not. I
don't
think you're
actually
kidding.
No. It's just because he told me he was a kine, and I was like, no way. First of all, I'm even more in love. And second of all, wow, somebody can actually talk to me about it because I find it so interesting. And then he just showed me the podcast, and I'm like, I've been listening to it. The podcast is, the guy who's doing the podcast is not even kidding. He's an osteo. But whatever.
Badly advertised.
But he has like a lot of, he's never doing it by himself. He always has like guests, not necessarily kine or whatever. They're like from very different backgrounds. Like he has that nutritionists, physiotherapists. He had like psychologists, neuropsychologists, blah blah. Like, and it's so interesting. And I don't know. We're just like, oh wow, I want to be in this more like, I want to be
in this space.
I want to be in the big like social science and the care. How do you say?
It's not industry, is it? I feel like
guess,
industry
I don't
is
know.
a bit more commercial
Yeah.
field.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, I don't know.
Well, you have plenty of time to think about it.
I do.
You want to
Plenty
hear
of
my
time.
thoughts on it?
Yes, give me.
I don't have any thoughts.
Okay.
Do whatever the fuck you want to do.
Super. But like, would you see me doing that?
I don't know. The only time I've seen you work is at Starbucks.
Oh.
Like
That's
I
true.
can,
You guys have no. I have a completely different personality at work.
you have a different personality for everything you fucking do. Dude.
That's not true.
No, you're right.
Really,
not
it's true. What do you mean? I feel like
no, I'm just
no, that's true.
bullshitting.
But it's
like
more
if,
like-
if it's true, like
It's
you'll feel it.
it's not what I do. It's more the people that I'm with, that I'm not the same with around.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That
More
gets me
changes,
thinking.
yeah.
Am I that different at my work?
I'm different because I'm with kids. So it's obviously different.
People that travel can act like kids.
People that travel. Okay, but you don't have to speak baby voice with them.
Sometimes you do.
I hope.
Sometimes you do.
That would be alarming.
Oh, don't worry, your room is just this way. Come follow me.
We have to talk about your job too.
Yeah, of course. I'm fitting in. Yeah, I honestly there's not much. My concerns come more so of, well, my personal anxieties if I were in your shoes would definitely be just being older and going to school.
Oh, don't worry, I have massive anxiety.
Oh, okay, that, yeah. The don't worry part doesn't really like translate properly, but you know, I'll take your word for it, I guess.
I'm very much anxious about it. I'm anxious because like I feel completely, not to be deep, but like I feel absolutely stuck.
In what way?
Oh, and everything.
Oh, that was super precise.
I feel
Everything.
completely
Not
stuck.
hyperbolic at all.
No, because what I'm doing right now, I don't want to do it for the rest of my life. But anything else I want to do, I'm gonna have to go study. But
Yeah.
so many things come with the fact that I have to study. Like I need to be accepted. I need to have the money because fucking hell, it's not cheap, and I need to have the motivation to study.
Yeah.
But like I'm stuck, and like I'm gonna be the only one fucking still at school. Everybody's will be long gone. Actually, hopefully Jules not, or Lilith no.
Like
But
they'll
I don't
still be
know.
in school 2 years from now?
Hopefully. Lilith no.
I don't know what their trajectory is. I don't know why Lilith is taking
Because she wants to be an art therapist.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
But I think she's gonna try her master's.
Oh, I see. Is Jules thinking of going for a master's too?
Jules is not even thinking about the end of the bachelor. She wanted to quit already before the end of the first semester.
That's because her resolve is fickle. She needs more motivation.
Hopefully she keeps doing it. That way, we'll be.
I don't know. Understand why she didn't. Maybe this is not the case, but I'm surprised she didn't consider just entering the fucking game industry. I also have a fun little anecdote that almost kind of refutes what I just said, but
I mean, you mean the whole coding part, blah blah blah?
the gaming industry has so many different facets to it.
Okay.
Like programming is just one.
Yeah.
It's definitely like quite the foundation and the backbone of it all, but from art, from narrative, from designing, like all the types of designing, music, sound design.
Remember when her and Lilith
Marketing.
wanted to do?
The comic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like the thing is, like I love when people want to do these little projects because I like to do these projects and
Yeah.
I like.
But you're a follower through.
I follow through. It
Yeah.
wasn't always like that, and it wasn't always like that,
Mm.
and that's where my little story will lead into afterwards.
Yeah.
But the thing is the biggest thing with following through, or like the way you should be approaching these projects are the more ambitious you are, the more difficult. I feel like this is super obvious, but the more ambitious you are, the more difficult it's going to be.
Yeah.
So if you want to do this thing right, and you really truly are passionate about what you're about to do, you need to know everything you're doing wrong and everything you're potentially doing wrong, so you can really, and in the same vein, what are you doing right, and what, you gotta inform yourself as much as possible to increase your chances of succeeding.
Mm-hmm.
And if the negatives dissuade you from this ambition, you're doing it wrong, in my opinion. And that's how I approached their project. I was just like, okay, especially with the art, I was like, if you're making a comic, the art is the first thing people see, right? This is the thing that they're gonna see this, and they're gonna have an impression if it stands out in a certain way. So to have it stand out, the main things are, is it good art? Like, are your skills like good? You know how to draw your proportions and anatomy properly, and is your style unique and stands out? And it's hard. It's really hard to do that. You gotta acknowledge that these markets, the art markets, super saturated.
Yeah.
Right. Especially comics.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody and their grandma can make a fucking comic on Webtoons or whatever. You know.
Yeah.
So these are things you should. I don't think you should revolve your entire efforts into it, but it should be something that should be kept in mind.
Mm-hmm.
Side note, bouncing off of that just a tiny bit. My friend wanted to, a couple of years ago, he wanted to follow the path of an author. Like, he wanted to become an author.
Okay.
And I got super excited. I'm just like, oh, dude, because I love writing. I love exploring ideas and making stories with themes. And so that's what, what type of, and he was talking to me about this book, and I was just like, so what type of main themes are you approaching? He's like, I haven't thought about that. I'm like, that's the starting point.
What do you mean? Did you have a story in mind?
He had a story in mind. It was going off of a D&D campaign that he was doing a little while back. So he wanted to write around that. And listen, you 100% can write a story without having a foundational theme or set of themes. But I feel like those stories that stick with you always have a theme, have a moral of the story, have something that change you fundamentally in one way or another.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have a theme, I wouldn't be surprised if someone reads your book, plays your game, watches your movie, whatever, and be at the end of it be like, what was the point?
Mm-hmm.
You can have those shows that are just even the good pointless shows have a good theme to it.
Mm-hmm.
I can only think of One Punch Man, which is an anime you probably don't know anything. The premise is he kills everything in one punch, and it's very comedic. And
the orange ball guy,
yellow.
The yellow,
yeah. Okay, so you've seen this, but the theme that I've been gathering for just the first season that I watch is, you worked all of, because he did he's the one that did the 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, 10 kilometers run every single day. I don't know if you've heard of that, but that was his routine to become the strongest hero of all time. But then he gets bored. He's like, all this work for what? And even though it's super comedic, there's an interesting theme to explore there. And I don't know. I remember in that conversation, I kind of got upset because I'm just like, what do you mean you didn't think of this?
Yeah.
It's like, why are you writing? Like it's fun on the side, fine, but you want to write a book, you want to sell this to people, you want to give them a reason to read this. And I'm not saying it's impossible. I just can't think of a way you can aimlessly write, especially a D&D story.
Mm-hmm.
Like, these stories are made for the people in the campaign. Is for them to have fun, you know. Anyways,
Very passionate.
I'm super passionate about these things. I think that's. I was definitely. I came off very harsh when I was talking to Jules and Lilith about this. I was actually very, like that. That was minute compared to what I could be. But the thing is, it's I even though it seems like I'm discouraging, it very very much comes from a place like. I want to see these people succeed.
Mm-hmm.
I want them to follow their dream. But if their dream is like fickle enough for only my judgment to dissuade you, then I feel like that says something.
Mm-hmm.
Now that could just mean that they value my opinion. But also, like, I think if you have a very strong dream, that should trump my opinion, you know? I think it's wise to consider my opinion, but if you think that this is something you want and even need to do, then I think pursuing that nonetheless would show that, in my eyes.
Was that related to like me asking you, do you see me doing that? Or is it like
No.
Okay.
No. I said what I said about that. Like I think you'll be fine whatever you choose to do 2 years from now, or you know, however long it takes. You have options, and you are aware of those options, and even though it brings you anxiety, like. I don't know. You're kind of like a chicken with its head cut off, except you're going into. Like I don't know. Like you still have a direction. You know, you're kind of like chaotic, but like it's like a contained chaos that can still find its way.
I see.
You know, like you have no sense of smell, sight, hearing. You know, your head's completely off, but for some reason you're making it towards something you want to do. So you know, honestly, I think you're fine.
Thanks.
Even if you're not
used to chaos.
Yes.
I mastered it.
You embedded.
I mastered it.
Within yourself.
Say it.
Yeah. No. Because I don't think you have. You know who mastered chaos? Joker from The Dark Knight.
Okay.
All you need is a little push. If I may, share my recent going off of this passion and stuff like that. So I had a buddy. I still have a buddy.
Your what?
I said I had a buddy, and I corrected myself saying I still have a buddy. As in, it's not just past tense. And he's wanted to get into the game industry for like that. That was his dream.
Was that the anecdote that you said?
Yeah, okay. Exactly. So, and he's always been talking about like these ideas and stuff like that, and like he's one of the boys where we're very close, and he's always he at least in terms of like the game dev stuff, he's always looked up to two of us, me for pursuing the indie route, and my other friend who is in the AAA industry.
The one that you always talked about, that you're like, I really look up to him.
Yeah. Okay. I look up to
his like
his
drive.
His drive, essentially. Yeah. But I think, and if I haven't done that, I want to emphasize that he is not my goal. He's good inspiration, but like he's a workaholic, and to me, workaholic is not my thing. But this guy, he reflects a lot of. I want to say who I was, but in a sense, still am. So someone that is super ambitious, but lacks the appropriate amount of drive.
Mm-hmm.
So it took a lot for me to actually start doing this independent shit. Even because I had this dream since I was like 10 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I could have started learning in like high school, but I would always be like, oh, I'll do it in Cégep, like when I'm actually learning stuff. High school, I wasn't studying, dude, and I was getting like in the second half, I was getting straight A's, and I wasn't studying. All I did with my time was just play video games.
You had all the time in the world.
Exactly, and I would sleep like shit too. So like I would stay up super late. I had a lot of time. Now I could argue like, well, if I'm gonna work on games, might as well gather some not just inspiration, but like what's the word? Like learn from other games, let's say. Which there's truth there. It's not just an excuse. Like that, there is truth there. But I think I went too far with that, and I made it like the full excuse. Mind you, I have so many different ideas because of that. Anyways, but it wasn't until I moved here that I actually started doing like independent things. But I had all these ideas, and when I finally did it in 2019, that I started learning, that I was like, this is kind of hard. Like I always thought of, because I knew how to program, and I was always analyzing games and try to deconstruct, oh, how did they do this? Oh, well, they had this barrier here to limit the player. I was always thinking about these things while I was playing. But when I'm finally doing it, I'm seeing how much time and effort and consistency you gotta maintain. Even brainstorming is tough especially when, because there's brainstorming for stories, there's brainstorming for game mechanics, and because I'm very ambitious in the sense that I want to merge these things together for them to be cohesive, or I would like to. So I'm trying to think of these connections that could, while also trying to stand out so that it doesn't fit in with the rest of the bajillions of games out there, And you put all of that together, and you look at it from afar, you're just like, Jesus, that's a big ass mountain, especially when you have to start climbing it. So my starting years was just struggling to learn game engines, struggling and picking one, because there's a lot of different game engines you can pick from, and learning the like workflows and stuff like that, learning to segment my time so I don't get burnt out. I wasn't too good at that. I'm getting better. When I started working for the indie startup, I had to learn how to work with a team. I knew it was a big endeavor, but it really cemented the idea once I started doing things. Now my friend, he's very ambitious like me, and he has all these grandiose ideas. And the conversations that we would have when he started talking about his ideas would usually go with him saying an idea that I'm just like, he kind of portrays it as like the greatest idea of all time, and I'm just like, I've definitely seen better, but it's not really constructive of me to just say that outright. The thing I usually say is, oh, that's a very neat idea. You should do it like right here, right now. Just start working on it. And then he'll give an excuse like, oh, I want to. I want. The way he would say it is, I want to create mods for a game. So I started with doing mods. What mods are is you take. I'll explain it very.
Vulgarize it.
Exactly, I'll vulgarize it. Is you take a game and like little pieces of it, like the code, the script, the models and stuff like that. You take the assets and you create your own content, and then you can add it to the game, and you can upload it online. People can download it. Does that make any sense?
Mm-hmm.
You make more content with the assets that are already in the game.
Mm-hmm.
So what he wanted to do was this mod for a game that he plays a lot. And I was always telling him, just do it. Like, go for it. And then there would be another. He was also like in school as well. You know,
Anyone has access to these?
Yeah, well, it depends what game, but yeah.
Okay.
Especially like where some games, like some developers just give their own engine.
Okay.
For example, like Skyrim. You've heard of Skyrim before. It's like one of the biggest games now. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So Bethesda, the developers for them, just released this thing called the Creation Kit. Is a tailored, specifically made for mods. It's like a derivative of their engine that is made so that players can make mods.
Okay.
Right? And other developers do that, and even programs that are open source allows developers to just go in, tweak it however they want, and they can upload their version. People can download that version. It's the programming community is awesome.
Yeah.
In that way. People will work day in, day out to make things easier for other developers and just throw it online. Be like, hey, I worked day in, day out for 3 months on this. It's free for all of you.
That's crazy.
And you don't have to mention me in your work. Like, you pair that with the art community, everything's fucking like copyrighted.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Anywho, so that's what he wanted to do, mods. But it wasn't until last weekend, we had talked prior about doing a game jam. I was just like, hey man, because I want to push him towards it. It's like, would you be interested in doing a game jam with me? He's like, oh yeah, let's do it. It's so awesome. It's so fun. I'm like, okay, so this is what we're going to do. So this week I'll work, and the moment I get back home on Saturday, we hop into Discord, we start talking session 0, we're brainstorming. And we did exactly, like, the idea was, the theme card that I showed you earlier, essentially what I wanted to do is we pick it, we do that, and then we roll with it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the moment we hop into the call, that's the first thing we do. So we did that. The themes were flower, secret, warning.
Okay.
So the concept that we came up with after a couple of hours was this stealth game, and I have it actually. We can maybe play it, but a stealth game where you play as this little flower that collects seeds in the grass, and there's this big stick monster that's trying to catch you. So, it's a dumbass like game. That the idea was to work on it for 2 days. It was just for my weekend, because he was done school. He had nothing else to do, so it would have been 2 full days. Well, for me, it was 2 full days of just working on that. So on that session 0, the night of Saturday, we set up like a checklist of things we want to do, and we assigned everybody to do certain things.
So that was yesterday? No.
Last weekend.
Okay.
Yeah. So to me, that I'll speak for myself in this regard. Like, to me, that was fine. Like, I especially after that big ass game jam that I did, where I bit off way more than I could chew. But I developed like that. Okay, this is my deadline. I'm gonna work like 10 hours on this, with appropriate breaks. And also, I was learning a new engine. It was an engine that he said that he had familiarized himself with. So I'm just like, oh, it's okay. I can learn a new engine. I've already, like, while working on projects, I had to learn 2 different engines before, which definitely is a little steep, but I can do it, and I did. I learned what I needed. I'm not fluent in that engine, but I learned what I needed. Um, I think that was his actual first project of working on a game, because by the second day, we hopped into a call and he was just getting frustrated on because I signed. Well, he wanted to do the enemy,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, okay, are you sure? Like, AI is kind of difficult. Like, not AI like ChatGPT, but like in games, artificial intelligence dictates like what the enemies will do depending on different circumstances, right? He's like, yeah, it's just if else statements. I'm like, it's not, but okay, you know,
Mm-hmm.
learn the hard way. I didn't say that, but in my head, like you gotta learn the hard way to figure out that things are difficult. And he was getting really frustrated, and game dev and just general um, computer engineering is very frustrating because sometimes things don't work and you just don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
It could be something that a small thing that you did at the very beginning that's just biting you in the ass after like acres of code, you know? And he gave up. He just stopped messaging me. I couldn't get into reach. Like he said he was going to take a little break. He got off the call. And we got off the call at like maybe 2 p.m. And I continued working. I was doing my stuff. And I started messaging him, be like, okay, well, I did my tasks. How is it going on your end? Nothing. It's like, well, hey, we're kind of running low on time. Can you just tell me what you've been doing, so because I want to do more tasks. I just want to make sure I'm not doing things that you've already done. Nothing. So I went to check the task spreadsheet. He didn't check anything. I don't know if he had done any of the things and just not checked them, but he hadn't checked anything. I was continuously checking my tasks. So I just assigned my name to some of the tasks that weren't done, started doing them. I think I stopped working at like 9 or 10 or something p.m.
Oh, okay.
And I was just like I essentially made the rest of the game, and I just left the enemy to him. And I'm just like, hey, so I hope you're doing okay. All there's left is the enemy. I did pretty much everything else. Because it was also, I should also say, it was a mock game jam. Because I had offered to do one of those game jams that I showed you earlier. But he said he wanted to practice on something. So I'm just like, okay, we'll do something simple. We only have 2 days. 2 days is very strict.
Mm-hmm.
But our scope was very small. He wanted to go beyond that, and I was just pulling him back. I'm just like, no. We're making a hide and seek game. Come here. That it's not. We cannot make that more complicated than it needs to be. But we didn't really like. He then talked to me 2 days later after the end, saying that he tried to figure out the. He said he was really sorry. He seemed, it was all through text. It was very like désespéré. I'm really, really sorry. Like, I just couldn't get any of these things to work. I feel very depressed. Blah, blah, blah. And that, what I felt in that moment was he needed this. Because like I was saying earlier, when passion needs to be challenged to be cemented, it needs to, you need to bolster it through these challenges.
Mm-hmm.
And I've gone through something similar. I wanted to give up too, but I was just like, oh fuck, I've been dreaming for this for like 10 years, like when I was 20, right? Dreaming about this for 10 years. I've been like thinking, like daydreaming, and every single day while in class, writing in my notebook of all these ideas. I'm curious if that's gonna fall on you. But when I first started doing it, I got overwhelmed and I wanted to give up. But I hope that because we haven't talked about it since in the last week, he
just sent you that, like, the apology text, and then
yeah, like Wednesday or Thursday.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And I said like I would love to like talk about it. He's like, oh, maybe at some point. He's like, okay, well, I'll be waiting then.
Is he someone who's like, was that accurate to his personality you found, or? Cause...
In a sense, yes.
Okay.
Only.
No, but to like stop answering you and like.
Oh. I wasn't surprised.
Yeah.
So no, but I was not surprised. Because I understand, like, I have an understanding of the different layers and how. Because I'll just say it as is. He was delusional with his ambition. And when you get that wake up call, it's harsh.
Mm-hmm.
And I could be making assumptions too, because I don't know the full story. Like how one of his family members might have passed away too. Like I don't know. We didn't talk about it.
Yeah, that's weird that he never came back. Like, I mean, more than 2 days later, actually.
No, yeah.
Yeah, that's weird.
I could be wrong. There was at least 1 day's buffer, but I think it was 2 days. Don't do that. Not in this household. You can do that in the streets where it's all disgusting.
It's a raccoon.
Yeah. I got scared.
You actually physically cringed.
Yeah. You have that effect on me.
Do you see those reels? I have a lot of reels where it's raccoon core, and it's just like what's it called?
I don't know.
The like compilation.
Oh.
Compilation of raccoon videos. Oh, I love them.
Were you gonna hiss at the camera? I don't feel safe. I don't feel comfortable. I don't feel respected.
Claws!
I feel oppressed.
Oh, that's it. It's the fatigue. It's hitting. Hold on. I'm going back to work tomorrow.
Loser. I have found the love of my life, okay?
The running girl or the working...
There's a running girl?
Hmm.
Oh, no. No. That was essentially a one-night stand. There was some physical tension between us, if you will.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Push and pull, if you will.
The one from work.
Yeah.
Okay. Any developments?
No.
Concrete?
Because here's
Real?
the thing.
Out of your head?
Yeah, there are a lot of fantasies. Actually, I'm being very careful. I usually am. I don't like the fantasies because it just makes me like anxious when I come back, get back to reality. You know.
But it's so fun.
Yeah, but the thing is when you're faced in front, because the way.
But sometimes it's
this
better.
way, this time, okay. For once in my life, I'm gonna take the charge. Okay, I'm gonna and be so comfortable with it.
What? What
So-
does that mean? Take the charge.
So usually, how it usually goes for me is things stumble into something. It's never like, well, maybe you can argue like, but it feels very organic,
Okay.
which is a good thing.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say I love this word, organic, and I say it all the time.
You said it earlier that
And
you
then-
loved it too. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
And then during my vacation in France, I would say it all the time, and I don't think in French like you say that much. And all my friends were like, why the fuck are you saying that? It's disgusting.
Organic.
Yeah. So I'm really happy you're saying it too, so I can show them the clips and be like, look.
Oh boy. You're welcome, I guess.
It's a thing.
You're insecure about the weirdest things.
No, I'm not insecure. I just want to prove that it's not right.
Out of insecurity, but whatever. So it was, it was always like, we talk about something and that would develop into an idea and then hang out, and it just, that's how it usually goes. How it's always gone, actually. Mm-hmm. But I want, especially, okay, this is where maybe the fantasy starts playing in, and this is dangerous. The few times we got to the chance to like interact, it felt so comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and and I hope it's not coming from a place of like infatuation, but it didn't feel like any friction, like especially the sense of humor.
Infatuation.
I
don't speak like a politician.
It's a precise word. Politicians use imprecise words. Okay. It was wrong.
Okay.
It hurt my little feelings.
No.
So, what else am I gonna say? My immense love. Sorry.
My crush.
Gross. No. My infatuation.
Is she Anglo or Franco?
Both actually. She's one of her parents is Quebecois. The other one is Newfin. She's a Newfie. She's half
Newfie.
She's half Newfie. And I showed how entranced I was. I love Newfies.
Really?
They're
Why?
amazing. I don't know. They're very Labradory. You know, they're so like. Let's have fun. You know.
Labrador.
Well, I mean, it's Newfoundland and Labrador. But
I was like, wait, why does this make so much sense?
Oh boy, when you think you've had a eureka moment.
No, it was not a eureka. I was like, is this like the people say, oh, Thursday is like the number 7? You know what I mean?
Never heard of that in my entire life.
Thursday is like the number 7 in the color purple. It just fits.
I feel like I'm having a fever dream right now.
You don't see what
Thursday's number 7 and it's the color purple. What did you call me? It's like, what the fuck are you on, dude? I want some. I want those.
It's called synesthesia.
Oh.
No, it's not true. It's just like an agreed upon public thing.
It's the first time I've ever heard of this, but I'll take your word for it. I'll never bring it up. I'll wait till someone else brings it up. Just to make... So I don't... Because you sounded crazy as fuck.
At a party, just waiting until someone tells me...
He's like...
Thursday.
I hear Thursday. I'm like, Thursday. What?
7?
No, I won't say 7 or purple. I'll let them lead the charge. I'll
number?
emphasize.
What color?
Yo, by any chance, like what number and or color do you think when I say Thursday? They're just like, are you high? I'm just like, no.
High on life. You would say...
I also got called a surfer bro.
A surfer bro?
Yeah.
No, I don't agree with that.
I also...
Surfer bro is like someone who does surf.
Amongst
who
that,
surfs?
like there's an archetype to it, but yes, they're also known to surf.
You're not a surfer.
I'm not a surfer, but the aesthetic apparently
No!
matches.
You are a politician.
Yeah, but I also say shit like... I also say things like, just high on life, bro.
No! That's not okay.
You've seen me have bromances in bars. Oh, maybe you haven't listened.
Is that a surfer thing? To have romances in bars?
Just the way it's like, yo man, everything's gonna be fine. Okay, we're all going through hardships. We just gotta.
Please clip that and be like Jay's definition of a surfer. Bromance in bars.
Okay, maybe.
Same cringy shit like high on life, bro.
YOLO, bro. That's not cringe. It's a fucking lifestyle. Okay?
No.
Listen.
No.
Either like, I think what he meant.
I see the like. Thing of you. You know what I mean?
I don't know what that was. You're like, I see the.
The laid back, chill, whatever, calm, you know?
Yeah.
Aspect of it all.
That's what people see surfer bros as.
Yeah. But.
Obviously, I don't surf. Where am I going to surf in fucking Montreal? The fake beach?
You're not
Verdun?
You're not fuck all enough. You're not fuck all enough. You're not blonde. And
I
you're
was.
Not tan.
I was beach blonde at some point.
Surfers can't be Asians. No, I'm kidding.
Tell that to Australia.
Australia's not in Asia.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
So is Canada. Canada's not in Asia either, and I'm a Canadian citizen. You racist. Yeah, exactly. You can't get out of that.
Mine was on purpose. You accidentally said Australia.
No, I meant Australia. Dude, the population of Australia is like half fucking Japanese. And amongst the other Asian countries around them.
Okay.
They just don't sound Asian at all. You know, they'll be like, fucking day, mate.
By the way, yesterday I was watching a documentary on pangolins.
Oh, by Benedict Cumberbatch.
What?
Wait, are you saying the word wrong?
What? A documentary
About?
about pangolins.
Penguins?
Pangolins.
Penguins.
Do you think I'm mistaking the word penguins with pangolins?
Why are you saying it wrong the second time?
Pangolins.
What?
Pangolins.
What is that?
The scale animal. The animal that eats ants with the
Oh,
gigantic tongue.
I thought you meant the flightless bird that swims and dances.
A penguin.
Yeah. Happy feet.
A pangolin. A pangolin.
You know why I brought up Benedict? Oh,
And you know,
I thought those were like a type of armadillo.
they work like this. They walk like this on their two back feet, and they walk like T-Rexes because they're actual dinosaurs.
Yeah, they are dinosaurs. It's cool.
And they're so harmless. Like they don't have any vocal cords. They can't bite. They can't run. They're like the most innocent thing on earth. They only eat ants and termites. And if you put ants like on a plate in front of them, they won't eat it because they need to like forage for it.
Oh.
Anyway, I was watching that, and all of this was happening in South Africa, and I was like, wait, their accent is the same as Australia.
Yeah.
And I didn't know.
Yeah.
It's like, it looks a lot like it. I can't, like, I wouldn't be able to differentiate it, because I'm not.
When I think.
Well, also, I don't think I can differentiate Australia and New Zealand yet. I'm not.
Don't tell that to the Aussies.
No, but because I'm not, like, I'm not a
they
native English speaker.
Fair enough. Yeah,
Like-
I wouldn't be able to tell you that. Like, I can probably hear the intricacies, and if you give me two French accents, and
Yeah.
mind you, I've done a lot of French, but like, if you give me two French accents and tell me there's a difference, I'll probably spot the difference.
Yeah.
I just won't know what
Oh.
the name of the difference is. Like, if you give me two like English accents, you say, as a like in a different way. If you give me two English accents, I could be like, okay, that's Cockney and that's Birmingham. But in French, I can be like, these two are different. I just don't know what they are.
Right,
know?
the British, I can't differentiate
Oh, really?
them. No.
Like Irish.
Like I can see that. No, yeah, that I can see.
But Irish
But
is not British.
or like, London or like South or whatever. Or even here, the other day I was at a show. Ugh, I need to talk about this show, but I'll say at dinner. But I was at a show of like Québécois people, and they were like, "Oh, I hear an accent." And I was like, "What? Like what accent?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm from Blainville."
Yeah, I Quebecois accents. I'm just like
I didn't even know they were
like
any
there's
accents.
Acadien and that's it.
Oh yeah, well,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, there's Acadien and the rest of Quebec. You know. But
like apparently like the north. Actually, yeah, the Saguenay, like around Saguenay, apparently there's an accent as well.
when I think
But I
Saguenay,
can't-
I think Isa.
Isa's
Oh,
from-
why? No, I don't
Isa's from
know.
there?
I don't
Oh.
I don't know what a Saguenay accent. It just that feels right.
I see. Like the more like pronounced it is,
Yeah.
the more like north.
Yeah. From the north.
From the north. But yeah,
King in the north.
I don't know how like I came to this.
Well, I was talking about the love of my life.
Right. Oh,
Um,
and I was asking that because I know that you had seen someone who was Franco, right? And then you said it was like not that it was a language barrier, but more like it's
Yeah.
not as fluid.
Yeah, there was
Right.
definitely more friction.
Right, but with her, you speak English,
Yeah, but she like
but she gets
she's fluent in French
Yeah,
too,
okay.
from what I gathered. Honestly, we're probably like equally fluent. It's just I'm not confident speaking French.
Yeah. Okay.
Um,
My question was more like, what do you guys speak with each other?
English.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Okay. So good.
Right?
Good. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, definitely a plus because again, I don't mind. Here's the thing, I do not mind, if the other person's speaking French, French accents are a bit tougher for me because it just doesn't register. Like,
Yeah.
especially oftentimes, y'all like to speak really fucking fast, and I'm just like, calm down.
As much as the Québécois. I feel like.
But I've grown up with Québécois,
yeah,
right? You know, that aside, I could probably I don't mind having a conversation like where I speak French and the other person speaks. I speak English and the other person speaks French. But the thing is like I like to make at least what I think are layered and intricate kind of wordplay jokes. It just doesn't land if you're not like native English, right? It again, I don't think I'm that smart, especially with my jokes, but it does. I like to make jokes that have you got to think about it.
Yeah.
You got to have it register. And if you're struggling with the translation in your head as an extra barrier, it makes my jokes not land even more. You know? And sure, you can argue that maybe my jokes are just not good at all, which, you know.
I could, and I would win the argument.
Yeah, honestly, I have a very...
JK kidding.
Oh,
JK kidding.
That's the thing. She gets my jokes. And not only gets my jokes, she bounces off of them.
Oh.
And that was off of that was noticeable off of the first interaction.
Okay.
Like the first meeting out of 2. We've only seen each other twice.
Oh.
That
was a coup de foudre.
Yeah.
Coup de foudre.
Lightning in a bottle.
Can you not rip your pants?
They're already ripped, okay? I didn't... It just came off, dude. It was shedding. Put this here for now.
You poor.
That's it? I'm poor? So, okay, so love of my life. What I want to do is just to be straightforward. Okay, I'll give you the context. So the buildings that I work... So the way it works is there are 2 buildings that have a front desk. And they have a front desk team. She's in one of the buildings that has a front desk.
Okay.
So the other building... So one building is in the old port. Very like walking distance to the buildings that I have to go to. And I just have this one in fucking Montreal. Like it's all old port, then one in Montreal. Luckily, the company pays for my transit, so I don't have to, you know, it's just the walk there.
The one transit, or you get the card monthly?
No, so I get paid, I'm allowed $50 every month for any transit. So I don't need the Opus Pass. So I've been just collecting like every week, and I'm not at that building every week. Like it was just this building that,
right?
This week that I had to go to this building. So, anyway, so that's all the way over there, but everything else is in the old port, and the front desk building. One of them is also in the old port, so that's walking distance. The one that she works in is in fucking Concordia. Right next to Concordia. So, see, if I had the opportunity to pass by, because it was like right next door and it's like on my transit, and I could be like, oh, I just wanted to pass by, say hi, right? That's plausible. Popping up all the way over there is random as fuck.
But does she know your route?
Yeah.
Wow.
Technically, our first interaction was through text, and then we met.
So you met her face to face only once?
Twice.
Okay.
Yeah. So when
I
was saying that,
part
like,
of those 2 times.
no, exactly.
Okay.
So, but the texts were kind of work related, amongst other things, you know. So the way I want to approach it is, for once in my life, just take the bull by the horns and just take control. Just go over there, have a conversation, be like, hey, I would like to take you out for dinner at some point, or I would like to take you out for a bite, and just go from there, okay? But I don't have the sure, you can argue I can just waltz over there, but that's dedicated, and dedication could easily slip into creepy or desperate, you know? And that's not the impression I want to, because I want to go into it just I want to be a surfer, bro. Okay, I just want to be carefree. I just want to, you know.
Is it just like you don't want to give the wrong impression, or is it like it's very scary?
More so definitely scary. Like I don't like being vulnerable, and I don't like being transparent with how I feel, especially for things like that. I think that's for everyone to a certain extent. But also, sorry, what was the other option?
But what you said that you don't want to seem like the impression you give over yourself.
Yeah, the impression. Also the impression.
Yeah.
Right. I because I think overall I'm pretty chill. But it's hard to translate that upon stressful situations like that, or like some of the few first interactions, because I don't think it's wise for me to be my usual self, my comfortable self, upon first impressions with people, because I am crass and I can come off in very specific ways, even with people that I've known for a long time. Like I could say something hurtful that I wouldn't like. It doesn't cross my mind that someone should get hurt by this, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Call me heartless, but I am who I am. You know. So yeah, that's the thing that I worry. I just want to be, because we're talking earlier, like I want to be someone who is tolerant, who is let things go and compromising, and I work for that, and I, to an extent, I am that, and I want to just translate that from the get-go, you know, if that makes any sense. Sounds like I'm thinking too deep into it for a way of just asking a girl out, and maybe I am. I definitely am, actually. But these are just passive things that... So I already think about that passively. I don't want to add like fantasies onto that, because that's just gonna take me away from what actually is, you know?
Do you want to get to know her a little bit more before you ask her out, or you want to do it?
No, I want to get to know her like through asking. Like,
okay.
I the way I said it was like, I'd like to take you out for dinner or something. That's something I want to hint that. Here's the thing.
It's not just to be buddies, but it's chill. Yeah,
but like, here's the thing. Like, it could turn out to be just buddies, and I'd be fine with that. But I don't know, asking someone out for a bite just inherently implies things, you know? And even if I'm not interested, it just implies things. So that was a thing when I was working at the cafe too. When I was sigma mailing all over the place.
Nice.
Yeah, because some of these girls I was not interested at all. But that's the thing, when I feel more comfortable and like I'm not interested, you know, just like anyone else, I feel like you can come off even more flirtatious. Because you're so comfortable and confident and all that. Yeah. Or maybe less flirtatious, but more attractive, because you're so confident.
Because you're confident, yeah.
Exactly. So that was a fucking shot in the foot, but no, let them know slowly.
This is how you need to approach it, you know. I don't care about you. No, not about you. I don't care about this. Whatever. There's nothing in it for me. No, that's not true. You can't do that.
On the inside, I'm just like, you mean the world to me. You are the
apex
of... I love you. Je t'aime. You are the apex of my existence. No. Like, when I said, like, to be buddies, like, it would just... she's a cool person to just talk to, so...
After 2 interactions.
which can mean something.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm oftentimes very pessimistic when I meet someone new.
Mm-hmm.
So not to say that she's necessarily an exception, but it is noteworthy at the very least. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it could be infatuation or a crush. You know. Also, she's Newfie, so I got stuff. I gotta shoot my shot. You know? I gotta shoot my shot.
Newfie.
Find the Newfies.
That's funny.
All right.
Okay.
Bye, y'all.
You didn't even say, "Hello, welcome to Jelly Pot Productions."
They know it by now. Okay. It's in the title. It's episode 10, I think.
Been showing my ass the whole time. Sorry.
Actually, they should be thanking you.
I know.
It's
You're
not even on the
welcome.
Patreon. I'll still bleep it. Inappropriate. Farewell. Any last words?
No. I love this little yapping session.
Oh.
This is the closest to kikiing I've ever done with you. And I love that.